Hi, I'm Hardin Walker, and I'll be giving a speech today on why you should be politically informed. Some people believe that being politically informed is for old people, and I'm here to tell you that that's wrong. People believe that they can wait to start voting until later in life because people don't really feel like being politically informed around the ages of 18 in their early 20s. So imagine if you started voting, you and your other fellow Americans at 18, and you wanted to start being politically informed, getting involved in all of your elections, because we as Americans, it's a privilege and a right that we get to vote for almost every single political office that we have for everybody that we are represented. So let's say you start voting now. Let's not lie that the government takes a long time to make big changes. So you could see, if you started voting now, those changes within your lifetime to form and shape a better America for other Americans and for our future generations. Also, being politically informed is very important because you're hurting other Americans and yourself by not being politically informed. So let's say you wanted to vote for Bernie Sanders because you heard Bernie Sanders wanted to legalize marijuana. That's the sole reason you voted for him. You had no other information on any other candidates. Let's say Bernie Sanders does get elected president. You would probably be pretty surprised and upset to hear after Bernie Sanders legalizes marijuana that he is a socialist and he would be pushing a socialist agenda while he's in office. So that would probably be pretty upsetting to you, being that you voted him solely on the basis that he wanted to legalize marijuana. As we can tell in Venezuela, that socialism is by no means a good thing. As you can see, military people firing on their citizens and running them over with armored Humvees in the streets. Another reason why you should be politically informed, as I said earlier, it hurts you and your fellow Americans. Imagine just voting for a certain party, Republican or Democrat, because that's who your family votes for or someone you know votes for. I think that every political candidate, whether they have an R or a D next to their name, should be listened to by everyone involved with every single party, even to the third parties like libertarians and conservatives. I believe that they should be looked at as a political candidate that you can vote for, even if you are a registered Republican or they're a Democrat. I by no means think that people should vote just the way I want them to vote. No, I want people to vote for their own opinions that they have formed, being very politically informed and making the opinions that they should make for themselves, for the America that they want to see. I believe that every political candidate, whether they have any sort of R, D, libertarian, conservative next to their name, they should be looked at as a candidate that you should be able to vote for because of the way their policies and their agendas and the way you want to see America ran. Now, some of the ways we can get information, that way we can do political things, the way that we can stay politically informed, is you have your major, your CNN, your MSNBC, your Fox News. Now, those are all very left and right wing. You're going to get the very extremist side of the biases on that, and I choose to not watch either, really, because I feel like they're pretty biased. I get most of my political information mostly from the Ben Shapiro podcast, because he's a very middle of the line type of guy, very libertarian. Doesn't matter if there's an R or a D next to your name. He wants what his opinions are and what he thinks would be fit for America. Also, I read a lot of news articles, magazine articles, and articles online because I feel like those are less biased. I use a lot of authors that I like. Another one's Matt Walsh, who is also on thedailywire.com. There's a lot of podcasts with a lot of different points of views on it. That's one way that I like to get my political information. Now, I've got a lot of information for these about why you should be an informed voter from D'Amato, and why you should be an informed voter, B. Hutchins, and why you should be politically informed and why voting is important. And then I also believe that some people that are not politically informed they're definitely going to hurt America. I'm not talking about something like this, or that some people are proud, if you will, to not be politically informed. And those people are eventually going to end up hurting America, because one day their daily life will be affected by their lack of political information. And so at that point, they're going to look back, because hindsight's always 20/20. They're going to think, man, I wish I was more politically informed. I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. I wish I would have voted that way. In conclusion, I believe that voters will become more intelligent, more well-rounded citizens, more likely to help out America and Americans because they're actually involved in what's going on in our world and what's happening, in America and also around the globe. I believe that people get more involved in that, more informed, it'll be able to help America and Americans in the long run and help shape the future that not I want, but you want. I'd rather see people voting like crazy for things that I don't believe in, but who are politically informed and they believe strongly enough in it that that's the way they believe they should vote. And that's why I believe that you should be politically informed. It's not just for yourself, but think about others and the rest of the Americans that you're letting down by not using not only your privilege, but your right to vote in every single political party and candidacy we have.